feel like singing the song. Like, I could see clearly now.
There's no singing.
The rain
There's no singing involved in this show.
I mean,
you don't know Shannon.
Oh, my Lord.
After all these years, you know Shannon.
Yeah, I just did. I sang because the rain is gone from the.
A couple of NASCAR champions here, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick. I'm Adam Alexander. Good to have you with us. And Kevin, by the way, the all-time wins leader in the Xfinity Series here at the Action Track. 7 victories. So what does it take to be good here?
Well, I think this is a racetrack of finesse. Obviously, you have to still have a good car, but I think this is a racetrack of finesse. You have to be able to manipulate the brake pedal and the throttle pedal and use the apron on the inside with that left front tire. And if you can't do that, you better move up to those hash marks because they're going to get rubbered up and you can use that second lane. So as a driver here, you have a lot of options to use the pedals and make your car do things that it needs to do.
I just hope the finish today is as good as the one we had here last year. Joey, it was a thriller.
Absolutely, and it was after a long green flag run, and that's what made it so much fun. You could see the storm brewing as these two cars got closer and closer together. Now, these are teammates. It got a little rough as well towards the end of this race with these two. It was a great race. This is what Richmond brings, right? Kevin talks about how you got to be finesse and you got to take care of your tires. That is all true, but at the end, sometimes you just got to burn them up and go for it, and that's what we saw last year.
Oh, by the way, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, they were teammates. All bets are off, even if it's the final lap at a short track. Just go get it.
Drivers, start your engines!
By the rain, but we're off and rolling in Richmond.
All clear up off. All good in the hood, all good.
All good in the hood, right off the bat. You know, this is one of those racetracks that it takes a couple laps for your tires to come in, right? I mean, you want new tires, but you want the low air pressures as well for the long run. And it usually takes 1-2 laps for the ultimate grip really to come in for these guys. So we'll see kind of the first few laps who's the real fast cars to fire off, but I think by lap 20 or so it starts to show who the real shiners are here.
Yeah, and I think the great part about this racetrack is it has great markers, right? So you know you need to be on the yellow line. It has great markers on the wall. It's got a patch in turn 1 that you can use for a reference point. And a lot of these guys, well, most of all the guys up front anyway, will have been in the simulator, have good reference points, and worked on their cars in the simulator as we see a pass for the lead.
For the lead, Sammy Smith on point. Drives to the inside of Justin Allgaier. Hemrick is there. Those top 4 all in the mix for that dash for cash.
Sammy Smith passing for the lead. He's never been here before.
Third start of the year, driving the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Also runs the 38 for Sieg. He gets it down below the yellow line. Looks like we will stay green as he hits the pit lane.
Yeah, he also hit the wall. The right side of that car is flat.
Yeah, that's a tough break right off the bat. He was 19th here. You see the tires already down there. That's why the car just takes a hard right into the wall. It's a pretty big impact as well. Probably bent some stuff along the way there, Kevin.
Yeah, I'd say so. You see that left front tire went down and it just gets on it just won't turn. And with these cars having the fiberglass bodies on them, that's a big shot.
At Austin Hill, caught speeding on pit road. He was 14th before the caution came out. There goes the tire.
And goers in this next stage, because this has actually been broke up with the competition caution. So these long run cars are going to be a lot more into play in the next stage.
Final time around. First stage at Richmond. Chandler Smith, Riley Herbst, Brandon Jones, the top 3. It appears that John Hunter Nemechek will stay in that free pass position, get himself back on the lead lap after their strategy play. He nearly won the race at Las Vegas. Today he gets his first career stage victory. Chandler Smith gets it done in the first stint of the race. Herbst was second. Brandon Jones, Josh Berry, Cole Custer, the top 5. The best of the bunch in the dash for cash, Justin Allgaier. Other drivers scoring points, Hemrick, Creed, Ryan Sieg, and Sam Mayer. One stage in the books, and the 20-year-old out of Georgia gets the victory, Chandler Smith. Could this be a preview of the final stage? Josh Berry really good on the long haul. He's made it pay off here in stage 2, final lap. He's got 3/4 of a second in hand over his teammate Brandon Jones. Herbst, Chandler Smith, Cole Custer, the top 5.
And this is what you love about Richmond. You look over and you see lap times in the 26-second category. 3 seconds slower.
Jeb Burton, 18th, trying to stay on the lead lap. Will he? Yes, he will. Stage 2 winner, Josh Berry. It's his first stage win of the year, and only the 7th time he's earned points in a stage this season. Goes back to that graphic where they have all those problems early in races. The old late model driver showing up on the short track in Richmond, Virginia. Josh Berry in charge at the action track. This is the 51 of Jeremy Clements. He is off the pace and could be in some trouble here. This could bring out a caution. We'll keep an eye on it.
It looks like that car is not under power, and I don't think he's going to make it.
Trying to get a caution on it.
What you hate for him is he had back-to-back top 15s coming into today and was running 13th when
he's not
had his problem. Yeah, he's just now entering turn 3. Pit entry over here at turn 4. And we got one going around. Brandon Jones, Riley Herbst. Cautions breed cautions. This is our 5th of the day.
See what happens. You see the 2 cars there are too wide in the turn 1 and the 9 and the 98. Not enough room there.
Not good for Stewart Haas Racing. Riley Herbst goes around. Cole Custer nowhere to go. He got some damage, and that was Connor Mozak there at the end that clipped the front end of the 9 driving the 24.
I think Brandon Jones just got in there, probably a little bit hot. Car on his outside, needing more racetrack because he's going too fast. And Riley Herbst was the innocent bystander on that situation.
Ooh. They were 4th and 5th on track when they got together. This is the version of Cole Custer.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 car just kind of missed the bottom right there and got up into the 98 for sure.
Let's hear what they said on Brandon Jones' radio.
Special loose on him, getting in. It just went straight cloud. Yeah, that's
These guys are going to be racing each other really, really hard.
Oh, Brett Moffitt goes around, and that will be caution number 6. Free pass, Sammy Smith. And we'll make it official in a second, but if in fact our monitor is right here, he should have a set of tires as well, I think.
And that all sounds well and good, but he's going to be so far back with only a few laps to go.
You're not buying what I'm selling?
No.
Here's what happened to Brett Moffitt. Ryan Ellis got him.
Yeah, a lot of this is just aggressive racing at the end of a race.
Inside of 2 laps to go. Chandler Smith in charge. He's won here in the Craftsman Truck Series. So is Nemechek, who is 2nd. Off of turn 4, coming back to the white flag. 1 lap remaining at Richmond, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Yeah, Chandler did a lot better that time, keeping the car low.
Can Nemechek get there? One final time through turns 3 and 4. Nemechek in hard on the outside, slides it sideways to the start-finish line. It's Chandler Smith, first career victory at Richmond.
This engine's about to get tried. Good job, boys. Great job. Love it.
To come back here and be able to close that out, what a confidence booster for him.
We saw John Hunter make a pretty decent run there on the outside. almost getting to his corner. Now he couldn't get off the corner doing all that, but made it interesting.
So much success in the Craftsman Truck Series driving for Kyle Busch. Made the move to the Xfinity side, full-time for Colleague, and boy has he been impressive in that 16. 3 consecutive top 3s after a solid start to the season at Daytona. Talk about the near win at Las Vegas, and today he finishes the deal. Welcome to the fraternity, Chandler Smith. You are a winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Second first-time winner this year. Turns out the rookies named Smith are pretty good. Sammy got it done at Phoenix. Today it's Chandler at Richmond. There's Chris Rice, president.
That kid is amazing.
At Colleague Racing, Matt Colleague there. 21 wins for them now all time. 5 different drivers have gotten it done, and they've now gone back-to-back. Last week it was the Dinger. Today, Chandler Smith, Regan.
Well, Adam, he came so close at Las Vegas earlier this season to getting his first career win. Chandler, you had a great short-run car all day long. You got it out front. How good does this one feel, bud?
Feels great. This goes to testimony just to Vegas. Dominated that race, didn't win. Said it was all in God's timing. He's in something creating way bigger and better than I know to do with. Here we are at Richmond, my favorite racetrack, as we're sitting in victory lane. So all glory goes to God. Thank you, Chris Rice, Matt Colleague, Quickside Products, my smoking hot wife, everybody on Colleague Racing, Bruce. This is unbelievable.
Chandler Smith wins at Richmond.
Runner-up to your former teammate Chandler Smith. Is there any more you could have done at the end to get in front and get the win?
We weren't very good on the short run. We had a long run speed car and came from the back up there to battle for the win, put ourselves in position, and just proud of everyone on this number 20 Toyota GR Super team for Joe Gibbs Racing. Safeway colors look great, and our car coming from the back was as fast as Xfinity 10G. So disappointed to run runner-up again. That's the last 3 races here I've run second, so frustrating, but we'll go back to work. We just got to figure out how to execute a little bit better, and 16 had the best car on the short run. It's going to be hard to hold him off. Even early on, he'd fire off and then drop back, so just one of those days, but good points day for us, I think. Should have moved up a couple spots, and just is what it is. I'm disappointed, but we'll take it and move on to the next one.
Another run-up finish for John Hunter Nemechek at Richmond. Winner of $100,000, Justin Allgaier. What does this mean to you, and what are you going to do with the money?
Well, this goes back to the race team to try to help make sure that our brand fashion agriculture Camaro can be as good as we've been all year moving forward. But weird day today. We didn't fire off as quite as good as we'd hoped for, but they kept working. Jim Pullman and the boys down there in the pit box just kept working. Great pit stops all day. And it was such a weird race. We pitted under green there trying to go for the win, and ultimately it bit us, and then it was just hanging on. We weren't really sure what was going to happen, but luckily we were able to hold everybody off. It's weird finishing 13th and still be standing here holding this check. The other guys had a rough day, but it puts us in next week again as well for the Dash for Cash. So huge thanks to Xfinity for all they do for the sport. We weren't as fast as Xfinity 10G today, but definitely hats off to Chandler. That team, they've done a great job all year. So cool to see him get his first win, and 2 teammates that led a lot of the day. So it's disappointing to finish 13th, but cool to be taking home the check.
5th time winning the Dash for the Cash for Justin Allgaier.
And he'll have a chance to make it 6 when we head to Martinsville in a couple of weeks. He joins teammate Josh Berry. Chandler Smith, who wins today, John Hunter Nemechek. Those are the 4 drivers Dash for Cash eligible as we go back-to-back on the short tracks here in the Commonwealth of Virginia.